Chapter 4, Lesson 8, How Can I Communicate Multiplication is our essential question. And today we're going to be working on multiplying with regrouping. Base 10 blocks can be used to multiply two-digit numbers. And we can draw pictures just as well. Example number 1. Zach bought 13 packages of light bulbs. There are 4 light bulbs in each package. How many light bulbs are there in all? So in order to solve this, let's highlight the information. He bought 13 packages, and there are 4 light bulbs in each. And why did I highlight each in pink? Because it is a keyword. And our question is, how many light bulbs are there in all? So that's what we need to find. And the way to do that, because we've got this, it's either going to be multiply and divide. In this case, because we need in all, I should highlight that in pink. That tells us we're going to be multiplying. So they did a picture of 4 groups of 13. 13, 13, 13, and 13. So now we've got 4 groups of 13, and they're reorganizing those groups to make them easier for us to count. And because we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, they've taken out a group and made it into a block of 10. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've got 10, 11, 12. Makes sense? So they've just taken these ones that were separated, bunched them all together, and rewritten them as a 10 block and then 2 ones left over. Which is what happens when I do 3 times 4 is 12. And now, to get the tens place, just like when I multiply here, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, plus this one that's over here. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more makes 5. So that's why we regroup. This is what it looks like with the models, and that's how we're going to solve these problems. So 4 times 13 is 52. And another way to do it is with the distributive property. So they separated out 13 into the tens place and the ones place. And 4 times 10 is 40. And 4 times 3 is 12. And 40 plus 12 is 52. So if you've got your basic facts and you've got your addition facts solid, this can be a much more helpful way to solve the equation, even though it's not the standard algorithm. Okay, page 242, example number 2. Will makes $6 an hour shampooing dogs at a pet shop. Last month he worked 38 hours. How much money did Will earn? So let's highlight what we know. He makes $6 an hour. He worked 38 hours. And our question is, how much money did Will earn? And to solve that, we're going to multiply 38 hours he worked times $6 per hour. So first I'm going to estimate, and you're going to do that when you do your independent work. 38, because 6 will be a basic fact, so I'm not going to estimate 6 up to 10. But 38, if I underline the place value I'm rounding to and circle both, I'll see that 38 on a number line of 30 to 40, 38 would be much closer to 40, so I'm going to round 38 to 40. Now I've got a basic fact. I've got 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24, so 40 times 6 would be 240. So this is my estimate. This is not my exact answer, but this will tell me if my answer is reasonable. Now, I'm going to multiply the ones place, like it says here. 6 times 8 is 48. So I'm going to put my 8 and regroup my 4 Snap those ones together and make a block of 10. 4 blocks of 10. 4 tens and 8 ones. Then I'm going to multiply the tens. So now I'm going to do 6 times 3. And here it tells me 6 times 3 is 18. And then I'm going to add the regrouped ones. This is a common mistake that people forget when they're doing this, to add those back in. So we've got 18 plus 4, and that's 22. So 228 is the product. So Will earned $228. And since the product 228 is close to the estimate of 240, then we're good. That means our answer was reasonable. Before you start your independent work, I want to remind you to estimate. Please don't forget this part. It's important to help you check for reasonableness, and it's also important to help you practice that rounding skill. So please make sure you're doing your estimations as you work to solve these multiplication equations. I also wanted to show you on page 244, when you get to these word problems, you've got 15, 16, and 17, which all refer back to this information that's up above. So you might think you're doing, 2 times 3, that's easy, but no. This is a two-step problem, and you're going to have to do 2 separate things and then do another operation with those 2 separate answers to get your final. So this bold writing up above is what you need in order to solve 15, 16, and 17. So please make sure you notice that and do the correct work. Don't just take the numbers that are in the problem. The problem numbers are up here as well.